Let's save off Maria and check on good old Kano. We need to find out what's going on with Sasayama. Seriously. Oh yeah, him too. Kano practically dived from the car when it arrived on the scene. Maru Yamacho? We're going for another hour. Yeah, I'm gonna go for like another hour, actually, time-wise. Not an hour in the game. We're not doing the entire fucking hour, but we're gonna probably go for a little bit long. The stream's gonna go for like an hour or something around there. The place was teeming with officers, onlookers alike. Thought you met Kano. Oh, my bad. No, it's okay. Out of my way! Please move aside. Kano forced his way through the throng. Sasayama was lying in a massive pool of blood. Dude's fucking... He's a goner. Sasayama! Kano rushed to his partner's side. The knife was still embedded deep in Sasayama's belly. Good! Because if you take it out, oh, that blood's gonna come out faster and he's gonna die faster. Its handle shuddered each time he drew a labored breath. I'm dying, man. Wear my costumes for me, please. Guess I messed up. Sasayama could only manage a raspy murmur. Please, don't try to talk, Kano urged. It looks like I won't be celebrating the missus's birthday. Oh, fuck. He can be safe? What do you mean? Stop! No, he can't. Lying to me. Sasayama drew a small package from his pocket. It had been neatly wrapped and fitted with a pretty little ribbon. Here, give this to Mi-chan for me. Kano shook his head. No way! You can give it to her yourself while you're still bleeding out. You've never met Mi-chan, huh? She's really pretty. Probably surprised how pretty. I know. You've told me all about her. Kano, please, give this to my wife for me. No! My string up all last restraint. No! No! Sasayama pressed the gift into Kano's hand. Sasayama? Oh, his wedding ring. Oh my fucking god. Sasayama's hand dropped back into the puddle of blood. A paramedic team finally arrived at the scene. Finally! As Sasayama was loaded into the ambulance, Kano felt a surge of rage boiling inside him. Clenching his fist so hard his nails dug into his palm, he marched over to the captive Al-Quran. You son of a bitch! He wound up for a punch to Al-Quran's face, only to have his arm caught forcibly by the elbow. Spinning his head around, he found Stanley standing there. Let go of me, Stanley! But the American had a grip of steel, and Kano's arm wouldn't budge. They allow you to assault suspects here in Japan, do they? Dude, that fucker's gonna pay. Yeah, hell yeah he is. Kano bit his lip and then lowered his shaking fist. No, of course not, he growled. Al-Quran let out a nasal chuckle as he watched the pair. With a cold glare, Stanley strolled over to him. What is he saying? He leaned in close to whisper something, and all at once the blood drained from Al-Quran's face. Visibly shaken, Al-Quran said something back to Stanley. Stanley gave a slight nod, then left the captive with the police escort. That's a perfect laugh from Chrissy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed that laugh. Kano went over to him. Hey, what was that all about? Apparently, Al-Quran gave Hitomi some instructions. Told her to get into a blue minivan that was parked along Dokinzaka. So Stanley's hunch had been correct. But why had Al-Quran confessed so quickly? How did you get him to talk? You don't need to know that. American secrets. Torture, you know. Turning on his heel, Stanley went to report the news about the blue van to the task force. I'ma kill you is what he said. Kuze immediately directed the detectives near Stokenzoka to look into it, but they found no blue minivan in the area. The order then came down for all personnel to search for the vehicle. American threats. Kano thought back to another item in the Dick Diary. Stop with the Dick Diary! Dictum number 14. Use the dead as a stepping stone, but be sure to die as a stepping stone yourself. Okay, that's a little rude. That first part's a little rude, not gonna lie. And the abstract, Kano could appreciate the nobility of self-sacrifice. But when he thought of Sasayama's blood-stained figure, it wasn't so easy to keep his emotions in check. Yeah, that's dark. First time you've ever seen a fellow officer get hurt? Stanley had come back over to him. We don't have time to relax. If you can't keep your anger in, then do something about it, here and now. Wait, American threats? I'm just assuming torture. Stanley pointed to his own jaw. Hit me, American style. American style? What do you mean by fucking American style? Punch you like you're a Nazi or something? Kano smiled warily at the unexpected proposal. No thanks, I'll be fine. Hitting this man wasn't going to make Kano feel better. I'm the one who deserves to get hit. Thinking about Sasayama, Kano couldn't help but feel guilty. Punch. Throw punch. Stanley soaked up the rage-fueled blow. His face a mask of calm. Kano felt all the more miserable in the face of such unflinching resolve. If I weren't such a bumbling clod, Sasayama would never... Hey, don't blame yourself, Stanley said. You guys have been doing better than I expected. More sarcasm, huh? One punch-achi! Oh, so this does work similar to choices, yes. Stanley's mouth curled up sheepishly as he held his hands wide. Kuse's voice suddenly cut in over the wireless. Oh, fuck. What's happening? We've located the blue minivan. That's loud. Jinan, what? What? I don't know how to pronounce that shit. His homie might be there, and maybe the kidnapper's ringleader would turn up too. On pure reflex, Kano broke into a run. Stanley followed close behind. They sped through the back streets, making their way toward Koendori. Kano was pretty fast running, but Stanley kept up with him without apparent difficulty. Were you in the army or something? Suddenly, rock music! No, the Marines. It wasn't much further to Koendori. Kano, if we find that blue minivan, don't get too close, Stanley warned. It could be a trap. These people would do anything to carry out their goals. Anything, huh? Oh, fuck. Kano could sense the truth of Stanley's words. He reminded himself that his life could depend on remembering them. He raised his eyes. They were coming up on Koendori. Suddenly, a boom as loud as cannon fire shook the area. Oh, fuck. Something's wrong, Kano thought. That's no ordinary city noise. Oh my fucking god! Something blew up! A column of black smoke rose up between two nearby buildings. Passersby stopped and stared, gasping in alarm. Nani! Oh my god, full motion video! Oh my god, it's them! It's Stanley and Kano! Right there in the action! Holy fuck! Look at Stanley, man. He's like, ah, shit. Something fucking... Yo, what the fuck? Then Kano saw flames. This hadn't been an accident. Someone had set off an explosion. The Shibuya precinct wasn't too far from here. Kano recalled the attempted bioterrorism attack. That incident had begun with a van exploding outside the Tokyo PD station. When was this game made? 2000, early 2000s, I believe. Already, a large crowd of onlookers was gathering. Shouts rose up as they took in the scene. What's going on? I mean, it was made for the Wii, so around there. There's a fire, bystanders. Refilms it on phone. It's early 2000. It came out on the Wii, so somewhere around there. Sometime during the Wii's lifetime. What happened? The car is on fire. Kano called an HQ, then quickly slipped around to the back of the burning vehicle. It was a minivan. Was it a blue minivan? Was it a blue minivan? Was it a fucking blue minivan? Peering at the flaming chassis, he could see that there was someone inside. Oh no, could that be a Tominashi? Good. Once they had their hands on the antiviral, the criminals would have no further use for Tomi Osawa. Already, the body had been charred to ash. At this point, it was hardly recognizable as human anymore. Keep out! Already? Holy shit, okay. We didn't get very far into that. 15:30. Let's try Osawa. Keep out my asshole. Please. That's why I poop. I've never truly trusted anyone, not on a fundamental level. Human beings are a type of organism that I can't get a true handle on through mere surface interactions. And the very fact that I never trusted anyone else means that inevitably no one else has ever trusted me. Damn, somebody is home. Okay, so you're gonna hear a loud, garage. Wait, what the fuck? Maybe the root of all my problems can be traced back to my heart. As he waited for Norikawa to contact him, Osawa thought about his current crisis. Assuming Tanaka was behind the kidnapping, then he must have accomplices. And these criminals had mistakenly abducted Maria in their attempt to get at the antiviral drug that was in Hitomi's blood. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, Christine, good evening. Happy New Year's! Hey, Dr. Quinn! Happy New Year's to you too, buddy. We still got like an hour and a half to, not 2.5 hours to go for me. Maria and Hitomi are fraternal twins, but they looked similar enough to be mistaken for identical twins. Still, Tanaka would never confuse the two. The mix-up must have been made by some criminal who didn't know Maria or Hitomi personally. To be fair, everybody's making that mix-up. Besides Kanan, surprisingly enough. Insisting that Hitomi bring the ransom to the train station was obviously their solution. It had set her up for a second abduction. But piecing together this much of the kidnapper's plan only raised a different question. Why had Tanaka shown him those emails from Hitomi? Why wouldn't the criminals want to keep information like that hidden? I don't fucking know. Yeah, probably. The more Osawa thought about things, the less they made sense. Welcome to this game. Just who are my true allies and who are my foes? I think Kajiwara is an ally. Even though if you don't want to believe that. Well, it is not midnight just yet, but I may as well celebrate while I still have the chance, since we are going to go over a neighbor's house to have some cake later. Ooh, what kind of cake? Isn't Hitomi the one who was in the fire? No. So I'm assuming that's a decoy. That's a decoy. They never truly had either twin, because Maria's was always in the cat suit ever since the game started, and Hitomi made the drop off, and then she got taken away by Achi. So that's not so that the body in the van was neither Hitomi or Maria. So it was just a decoy, most likely. Chocolate cake? Ooh, nice. Mr. Osawa, delivery has arrived for you. It was Kajiwara at the study door. Come in. Kajiwara stepped into the room and handed Osawa a letter-sized envelope. Osawa checked the label. Camming, the official Aya Kamimiki fan club membership application enclosed. Are you fucking kidding me? Requires a 1,000 yen initiation fee and yearly dues of 3,000 yen. Membership grants several perks, including the opportunity to reserve concert tickets in advance of the general public. Osawa was fond of the members-only website content, which includes Aya Kamimiki's blog and exclusive videos. Are you fucking kidding me? Of course he would spend money on that. He has the money. Right. He had requested the application the day he had gone back from overseas. Would you mind opening that? Kajiwara asked apologetically. What for? I'd just like to check the contents of any packages you received today, sir. It's possible the kidnapper may try to make contact with you by email through a Aya Kamimiki fan membership application. I don't think so. Osawa opened the envelope. Inside he found the expected application along with several postcards featuring pictures of the singer. Kajiwara peered pointedly at the postcard images. You must really like her, the detective said. And just what sort of music do you listen to then? Osawa asked, staring at one of the postcards. It was a striking photo that showed off Kimiki's expressive eyes. Man, look at those fucking expressive eyes. I gotta go. Happy New Year. Bye, Phoenix! Thank you for coming. Money makes the world go round, yep. But it doesn't make people happy. Let me think. Mostly classical, I suppose. Osawa raised a quizzical eyebrow. You know, Kajiwara continued, like Mozart or Chopin, and the like. He hummed a few bars. I can't say I've ever heard of them. I'm surprised. Are you serious? Kajiwara looked shocked. I'm familiar with the names, of course. I just never had much of an interest in music. Oh, that's a shame. Would you care to listen to a piece now? I suppose I may as well. Yeah, let's listen. Why not? Let's get close with Kajiwara. I suppose I may as well. Now that brought it up. Osawa was curious to know what sort of music Kajiwara enjoyed. A 1,000 yen invitation fee, 3,000 yen. It's yearly fee. It's a yearly fee, not a monthly fee. It sounds like that fan club's some sort of gang. It's actually a scam. The detective pulled a digital music player out of his pocket. Here you go. Osawa slipped the attached earbuds into his ears. The fuck is this? You heard a flow of quiet strings that was soon joined by bold, dramatic horns. As the piece continued to grow more profound and complex, Osawa could feel its spirit calming. I hear none of the music, though. Is that copyrighted? Like, I can hear it very faintly, but... Okay. No, don't worry. No need to apologize, man. I can hear it very faintly. He took a deep breath and expelled it through his nostrils. It felt as if the toxic gloom that had filled him was parting with the air. Before he knew it, nearly 10 minutes had passed. What do you think? It's quite nice. The theme of this piece is, Kajiwara paused for a moment and thought, well, it's about how erudition can be boorishness. Accumulative knowledge. Thank you. If I hadn't met you, I would have never discovered this piece. He spoke the words unthinkingly, with an unaccustomed frankness. Was this the power of music, then? I'm very happy to hear that, sir. Osawa gazed at one of the postcards as he let himself be drawn back into the music. Aya was scooping up handfuls of mystical blue sand. The grains dripped down from her fingertips. I feel like I could be in this photo here, Osawa muttered. Like I've lived my life letting so many things slip through my fingers. Damn, this about to get deep. Kajiwara thought for a moment before responding. I think anyone who's worked hard to accomplish something and focused for a long time on that one thing is susceptible to those kinds of feelings. Accomplishing something means getting results. That's not where my problem is. Sawa removed the headbuds and gave the music player back. You told me not to hide things from you, right? Kajiwara nodded silently. Then allow me to speak frankly. Leaning back heavily in his chair, Sawa took another deep, slow breath. Oh shit, character development. I'm anxious. So anxious that it's almost crushing me. Given the circumstances, sir, that's completely understood. No, Sawa spoke up before Kajiwara could finish. It's not that. It's not that at all. He shook his head vigorously. If the worst should happen to my daughter, how am I going to feel, I wonder? I'm not a man with a wide range of emotions. My heart is always cold somehow. And the truth is, I've wanted it to be that way, which is why if I do lose my daughter, my heart might remain unmoved. I may not even be able to feel a father's sorrow. That's what I'm anxious about. He felt his emotions twist inside him in a way that was utterly confusing. Perhaps the first time in his life, he realized how fickle a thing the human heart could be. It's alright, sir. Kajiwara flashed him a carefree smile. Aw, what's alright? People who really have cold hearts don't worry about that sort of thing. The detective held out his music player again. Here, I'd like you to have this. Please give it another listen if you like. I must depart. Bye, Quinn. Thank you for coming. I think it might help calm your nerves. Osawa took the offered device. He had dared to open up to Kajiwara just a little, and to his own surprise, he felt grateful for it. And how about one of these as well? A motherfucking banana. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? It's a banana. Always with the banana. It's a running gag here. The detective produced a banana from his pocket. I'm fine, thanks. Are you sure? Alright, I guess I'll take it. Oh my god! His arc! This is the end of his arc! He finally takes the fucking banana! Oh my god, I'm about to cry! Osawa spoke irritably, then his expression softened a little. He's finally going to get his daily potassium! You know, you've been getting on my nerves all day. Really? And here I thought I'd been doing what I could to soothe your spirits, Mr. Osawa. It's actually been a really long time since I've yelled at anyone quite so much. As those words left his lips, Osawa found himself thinking back to one particular rainy day. He finally took the banana kappa. Oh, you can tell this is a very sad day because he's all in black and it's raining. Miria had been in fifth grade at the time. Osawa was standing in his daughter's room. In his hands, he held the letter she left behind. He happened to glance out the window and saw Maria walking along, soaked from head to toe. In an instant, Osawa was consumed with rage. Maria had left a note. It read, "Dad, you only pay attention to Hitomi. You're too busy with work to play with me, so I'm running away from home." Struck by an impulse he didn't quite understand, he ran from the room, heading for the front door. What a good dad! What a fucking good dad! Maria had just gone back inside. Osawa met her silently in the entryway. Wet strands of hair clung to the girl's forehead as she looked up at her father with a bitter glare. "You don't care what happens to me, do you?" Did you just fucking smack her? Okay, don't smack your child. Okay. Impulsively, he slapped her face. Maria's cheek turned red and tears welled up in her eyes. Osawa's anger transformed abruptly into guilt. Damn, I know, right? Fucking damn. Oh my god, you hit her so fucking hard she bled? Okay, that was bad. He gazed down at the palm of his hand, saw a tiny spot of blood. He was shocked by the recognition of what he'd just done. And then he was afraid. Afraid that his daughter could bring such raw emotion out of him and make him do something so thoughtless. Not okay, dude. Not okay. Just like anime lover said, not okay. Aww. At least he's regretting it. And he felt guilty as soon as he did it. Like, I don't know. You should say sorry, though, when you see her again. Is something wrong, Mr. Osawa? Kajiwara was leaning in, looking concerned. Osawa came back into the moment with a start and realized he had buried his face in his hands. Yeah, he guilty, yeah. No, he muttered, looking up. Just getting angry. Yelling at people. Not cool, yeah. That wasn't cool of him to do it whatsoever, Square. I'm not good with that sort of thing. I don't like it. He picked up the music player and fidgeted with the earbuds as he spoke. Well, getting angry and yelling at people, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's just human. It's human to do those kinds of things. I often said that he was cold and mechanical. Her sarcasm only underlined a fact he always lived with, that he didn't know how to conduct himself like a human being. If you get angry, you show it, Kajiwara said. If you get sad, you show it. It's human nature to let other people know how we're feeling after all. But what if doing that hurts the other person? Oh yeah, I know that feel. Oh, I always feel that way. Seriously. Oh, relatable. That's when you apologize, sir. Ah, the one thing I've been missing my entire life. Apologizing to people. It occurred to Osawa that he never tried to tell anyone how he felt before. He never felt the need to. Why is Osawa becoming relatable? Holy fuck, stop. This is hitting way too close to fucking home. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry. Seriously. Holy fuck. And yet, right now, he suddenly felt that if his daughters were to appear before him, he might blurt out everything he'd ever left unsaid. Relatable 100% here as well. Whoa, the creepy apron dude is spilling truth. Yeah, don't keep your feelings inside. I'm gonna cry too. I know, right? Oh my god, guys. Let's all cry together. Let's all have feels together. It was a terrifying thought. Knock at the door. Oh, darling, I opened the door and stepped into the room. The detectives are asking for you. It seems there's been a development. We'd be right there. Osawa and Kajiwara hurried out of the room. Cries with everyone together. Man, that was a really good fucking scene. Before the news was shared with the Osawas, the members of the investigation team quietly briefed Detective Kajiwara. Osawa and I sat on the sofa on the far side of the room, watching. They could see Kajiwara go pale. He wiped the sweat from his forehead with a handkerchief several times. Bad news, Osawa thought. Mr. Osawa, ma'am? Oh, God. Kajiwara shuffled his way over to them at last. We've just gotten word from headquarters. He hesitated ominously. Osawa braced himself. Please, let's hear it. First, about your daughter, Hitomi. Kajiwara's expression was grim. The body of a young man named Achienda was discovered near Shibuya Station? Oh no! The name meant nothing to Osawa. In a building not too far from the scene, the detective swallowed. Your daughter Hitomi was found dead. We didn't play as Achi, that's why he's dead. We didn't change his outcome. The world began to shake. Osawa staggered, reeling with sudden, nauseating vertigo. No, it's not possible. It can't be. After that, your daughter Maria. Words blurred together. He could no longer comprehend what he was hearing. Everything was wobbling, shuddering, disorienting. Yeah, we didn't start Achi's route. We didn't do anybody's route besides Kano's and Osawa's. Hitomi was dead. Hitomi? At those words, Osawa's whole world went dark, as if someone had just yanked the curtains closed. Hitomi's death. Nobody gives a shit about Maria. Keeping a promise is a noble thing, but for right now, saving Achi, Hitomi, and Osawa is more important. Wait, okay. Learning of Hitomi's death plunged Osawa into a pit of despair. This was the dark end of a chain of events that began with a simple, small decision. Someone else merely decided to abide by a little promise. Because of that, not only did Achi and Hitomi meet with disaster, but Osawa lost his mind as well. Oh fuck, okay. So, small decision. Oh boy, I don't want to go with this bitch. I don't trust her, like, whatsoever. Okay, let's go watch it. I really appreciate that writers had to make so many endings for this game. I know, right? I don't trust this bitch, man, now. I don't trust her. Kanan led them into a narrow back alley. The moment she stopped, Hitomi spoke up. Why was my sister kidnapped? Before I answer that, there's something I need to tell you, Kanan said. Her tone was cold and sharp. I've come to Japan because I'm on a mission. I'm not at liberty to discuss all the details. All right, Hitomi gave a slight nod. It's bad end number 50 of all the different bad endings you can get. To answer your question, Maria was kidnapped by mistake. What? Hitomi gasped. But why? Because this kidnapper isn't after Maria. They're after you. Who's after me? The mastermind behind this whole thing, Kanan said. Her tone was matter of fact. Whoa, hold on, Achi interrupted. What do they want Hitomi for? That I cannot say. Then who is this person? I cannot tell you that either. You see, their sex, nationality, age, appearance, just about everything about them is shrouded in mystery. So, there's honestly not much I can tell you. Achi and Hitomi stood dumbfounded. What gives? Achi said. So you're saying all you know is that this person has some lame name like Mastermind? What is it, Stank and Rampa? Hitomi turned to whisper in his ear. Mastermind isn't actually their name. I'm here, Kanan spat, because I'm looking for revenge. Revenge? Hitomi asked. What for? This person also killed my friend. Kanan's inscrutable eyes flashed with a threatening gleam. So why'd you mention it? Danganronpa all over again? Earlier you said that it was your fault my sister got kidnapped, Hitomi said. Kanan cast her eyes down. 4 days ago I managed to learn this criminal's plan, so I got in touch with Maria and told her that you were going to be attacked at the party. So that's why she told me not to go. Hitomi's voice trembled as she spoke. I gave Maria a small GPS tracker to give to you, but I guess you never got it. Okay, that's fucking loud. Stop. Hitomi shook her head. I see. She must still have it then. Wait, do you think it's the necklace? Do you think the fucking GPS is the necklace, bruh? So then my sister, the color drained from Hitomi's face as she understood. Yes, Kanan replied. Maria acted as a decoy and let herself get kidnapped in your stead. Hitomi swayed on her feet, shocked to the verge of fainting. Achi hurriedly reached out and caught her in her arms. What the fuck, dude? Junko's the reason why all this happened. Maybe. But wait, he said to Kanan as he held Hitomi up. I don't get that either. You don't get anything, to be honest. You're not that smart. Why didn't neither of them go? Then nobody would have gotten kidnapped, right? I mean, why did her sister need to go and act as a decoy? Kanan let out a tiny sigh. If she hadn't gone to the party, the kidnappers would have just found some other opportunity to come after her. I like Maria. Yeah, Maria's fucking great. Maria really took one for the team, dang. Yeah, because she loves her sister that fucking much. I love her. She's great. She's a perfect human being. Heroic sacrifice, yeah. Okay, Hachi nodded. That sort of makes sense. I'm betting that Maria's plan was to use the GPS to lead me to these guys' hideout. She wanted to keep her sister safe and also figured that she could help me with my mission. It's the sort of scheme she'd think of. So then you can't use the GPS to locate Hitomi's sister, Achi asked. Kanan shook her head. The GPS hasn't been powered on since she was kidnapped. It's possible the kidnappers took it off from her. I wish I had siblings. Oh, I don't know about that. You kind of don't. My sibling's an asshole. Wait, what? So after all that, even you can't find Maria? Achi slumped his shoulders in disappointment. I didn't say that. What do you mean? I got some intel from those syndicate members we met earlier. Apparently sometime this morning they put Maria into a blue minivan, and since they've been moving her all around Shibuya. Achi and Hitomi exchanged glances at the mention of the blue minivan. Unfortunately, those operatives didn't know what the current situation was exactly. So we're back to the blue van then. Achi hurriedly explained what they've been through so far. He mentioned how they first seen the blue van where the kidnappers had told Hitomi to find it. My brother's a question mark. He also described how first the man with the cane and then a host of others had come after them. So is mine, yeah. A lot of siblings are kind of assholes. And it's not even that, like, sibling rivalry kind of thing. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm an asshole, but I really do love you. No, my sibling's just a straight-up asshole. He has his good moments, but he's a straight-up asshole. He got a little sidetracked here and there, but Kanan quietly listened to the end. I see, she muttered. So, what do you think? Achi asked. It seems like we messed up their scheme a little, huh? Whatever the case, this man with the cane concerns me, Kanan said. I doubt he's working with the others. I don't know what that means. Maybe that's it. Some guy who isn't involved butts in and throws off their whole plan. Kanan nodded in agreement. Because you and that man with the cane showed up, she said, they couldn't leave the minivan where it was. They took a sensible precaution. But then, if you think about it, isn't this an opportunity for us to turn the tables on Mr. Mastermind? Kanan flashed him a faint, speculative smile. I wonder about that. Oh, come on, Achi grumbled. You're such a buzzkill. Well, anyway, any well-made plan has a good, solid outline, which means that even after it has come to fruition, it's easy to trace things back to the planner. I have siblings, but they don't live with me because I'm adopted. Oh. Huh. That's interesting. Anime lover. Is that how that works? By contrast, if you achieve your goals using accidental means, the outline becomes blurred and makes it hard for anyone outside looking in to grasp what the actual plan is. Achi swallowed hard as he took in the gravity of the situation. Well, but I mean, like, if there's an accident, people are gonna for sure panic. Plan or not. The corners of Kanan's lips curled up. Typically, I suppose, she said. But the people who are after Hitomi, not only have they put together a perfect plan, they've purposely left certain tiny holes in. Oh, not what, curtain? They've purposely left certain tiny holes in. I said curtain. Fucking wow, Christy. I've got 8 siblings. 8? Holy shit, but only 2 live with me. But holy fuck, 8 in total? Oh my god. Holy shit, that house, that must be a fucking hectic life. Imagine if you lived with all 8 of them. Holy shit. And so we can't even figure out who they are. The outline of the plan is always too blurry. Curtain holes. I hate goddamn curtain holes. Achi had no response to that. It was like he was hearing about some completely different world beyond the one he knew. If what Kanan had said was true, he'd been dealing with opponents that were on a level way above his own. I know someone who has 12. Fucking 12? Oh my god! Jesus! The mom was pumping out babies left and right. Or picking up babies left and right. I don't know, adoption, straight out of the vag or the stomach. Holy shit. In any event, since these people are after you, it'd be best if you didn't wander around town anymore, Kanan told him. By now, Hitomi had recovered. Fucking finally. Took a while. She stood up straight and shook her head. No, I'm going to find that blue minivan. My sister is in danger because of me. I can't abandon her just to save myself. Yeah, that's right. Achi patted Hitomi on the back. And if that's what you're gonna do, then I don't care who we're up against. I'm with you in this until the end. Heck, it's too late for me to back out now. That ship has already sailed. Hitomi giggled despite herself. It's already sailed, Achi. Yeah. Kanan let out another little sigh. You're both idiots. Alright, just make sure you're extra careful, she said. You can't count on getting bailed out of trouble like you have before. I understand, Hitomi said. Her eyes showed no trace of doubt or fear. Kanan gave her a slight nod, then quickly disappeared down the alleyway. Plot twist, the parents are trying to build a hockey team. Holy crap. Right then. She said, want to get back to looking for that blue minivan? Then he stopped, remembering their previous efforts. If they just heedlessly wandered around town, they'd probably end up in the same trouble they'd encountered before. They'd get chased by the man with the cane or by the kidnappers, and their search would be interrupted yet again. What should they do, then? There had to be a better way. Achi happened to glance upward and caught sight of a surveillance camera installed on one of the streetlights. That's it! God, I can't believe I didn't think of it before. Hitomi peered at him, startled by his sudden shouting. We just need to use my old man's surveillance cameras and they'll be a breeze. Achi took Hitomi by the hand and started running. His destination, the security camera monitoring room in Dogenzaka. I'm the oldest in my house, but again, I'm adopted. Hitomi, you are brave, but an idiot. Can you even defend yourselves? Only Achi can defend himself. Hitomi's fucked. She's a statue. Achi didn't slow his pace until they were nearing their destination. Then he turned to look back at Hitomi. He was about to ask if she was doing all right when someone close at hand called out to him. What the fuck? Ugh. Really? God damn it. Hey, mind if I ask you something? Have you ever heard of SOS? Achi stopped in his tracks as a stranger stepped in front of him. The guy looked too old to be picking a fight with SOS. Achi regarded him with suspicion. Yeah? Why do you ask? Do you happen to be a member yourself? No, not anymore. The man's eyes flashed with a gleam of recognition. Did this guy know who he was? With a broad grin, the stranger took a step closer. Achi's heart sank. He couldn't afford to get caught up in some new hassle right now. Hitomi flashed him a worried look. Let's go. Achi and Hitomi dodged past the men and hurried onward. Even if the guy was harmless, they needed to be on their guard. There was no telling just how many thugs and assassins were looking for Hitomi. I'm waiting for this guy to follow us. Nope, he didn't follow us. Well, at least he isn't pointing this time. Oh, hi, reporter. Rather than head directly for the surveillance cameras. What time is it? Surveillance building. Achi decided it'd be best to make sure the stranger wasn't up to something. Hitomi followed as he slipped quickly into a back alley. Pulls out my frying pan. Out of the way. I know, right? Oh, fuck. I didn't go down. There was no indication that the man was following them. What was that guy's deal, Hitomi asked. No idea. But he sure seemed fishy. Doesn't look like he's coming after us, though. They took a quick detour through another seedy back alley. Then, as it was starting to head toward their original destination, Achi felt a sudden searing pain in his back. Oh! Glancing over his shoulder, he discovered that one of the foreign syndicate members had crept up and struck him from behind. Oh no, I've been stabbed. What? Thank you for telling me that. As if I didn't already know. Ah! Hitomi screamed. Another man had suddenly appeared, grabbing her by the arms. Hitomi. Achi tried to reach out to her, but his arm was, Leadened? What? Lamau. That's all he has to say? Yeah. Damn! What the fuck did he stab him with? Holy shit, that's a knife? As the attacker wrenched the knife from his back, Ashi felt the blood gushing from his wound. The two men started to drag Katomi away. Damn it! He tried to pursue them, but his legs faltered and couldn't find their footing. He was losing blood so fast he was starting to fade from consciousness. So we had to do something with Minorikawa then. Achi could only watch impotently as Hitomi was dragged further and further away. Whoa, whip! Oh no, I've been stabbed! Bad end, yeah, we have to do something with Minorikawa because he's the only person we've interacted with this entire time. Stabbed by kidnapper. Oh, how can you keep that guy from wanting to interview Achi? Yeah, okay. Let me turn off my alarm because we don't want that going off during stream. I can always see the knife, not because of the blur before that, yeah. Well, he took the knife out of him, apparently. Holy shit. Alright, let's try Minorikawa then. Stabbed by a kidnapper, yeah. Straight to the point with the ending title right there. Wait a sec. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting. Ah! Minorikawa stopped and let out a cry of frustration in the middle of the road. Daisuke Endo had asked him for a favor after the interview was done. He promised to tell the Wandering Angels that the dry ice machine they purchased was defective. Oh, fucking well. Well, damn, that completely slipped his mind. If you recall correctly, the issue was that once the machine started making dry ice, it wouldn't stop. So, time to play Jesus. Yep. If he ran back to the theater now, he'd lose about 10 minutes. Minorikawa checked his wristwatch. The lone people would be coming by the editing office for too long. He needed to prove to them the next month's issue of 4-Star General Gossip was well underway, or else they refused to wait any longer for repayment. And to do that, he needed to fill a minimum of 6 of the 12 remaining blank pages. He couldn't afford to waste even a single second. This was an awkward position to be in. He needed to keep his promise to Endo, but he also needed to spend his time wisely. But I guess I don't have a choice. There was nothing he could do about having forgotten. He hurried to the cafe. Sorry, Endo. Sorry, Orai. You're just gonna have to let this one slide. I've got Toyama's life on the line here. Well, back to pointing guy that thinks he's Phoenix, right? Pointing joke, I can't stop making the joke. He opened the door to the cafe with the practice of a regular. Welcome. Oh, the waitress only got that far before her face fell. You again? Hey, hurry up and get me a seat. She grimaced wickedly. I'm terribly sorry, I said, but we're all full at the moment. He looked around. All the seats were indeed filled. As you can see, sir, really now. The waitress's grin widened with triumph. Yes, sir. Fine, I'll just wait here. Let me get some power. Jamming his power cable to a nearby outlet, Minorikawa plunked himself right down on the floor and booted up his laptop. The waitress watched in dismay, then turned to stare vacantly up at the ceiling. Help me. Just do whatever you want, she muttered vaguely. You know, a person can only get away with being obnoxious for so long. Sooner or later, someone's likely going to call the cops. What the fuck? Minorikawa looked up from his work, startled to see the burning hammer salesman standing over him. This kind of reminds me of Zero Escape, yeah. With the whole time chart and time flow and going back in time. Who the fuck is this guy? Welcome. Burita Kitty Neko to Yanagishita. Maria's former boss, who's really crazy. You're Mr. Yanagishita. Thank you so much for stopping by earlier. Are you going to write your article here? Yanagishita eyed Minorikawa's computer. Oh, that's the latest model, isn't it? Look, I got no time to talk right now. Minorikawa opened the file with his half-written copy. Ooh, what's this? Chaos, a bogus weight loss drink sales demo. Yanagishita read the copy aloud. The organizer, Junichi Yanagishita, didn't merely have a whiff of deceit about him. His breath also stunk. Sounds good, Minoru asked. I wanted to make sure I gave an accurate impression. Oh, I love what you've done with it. This is a great copy. Fantastic. Yanagishita turned to look at him with a manic grin. Yeah, isn't it? In a flash, Yanagishita's face went from grinning to livid. Like hell it is. You think I'm gonna let you write something like that? Are you fucking kidding me? You took my laptop. No, it's okay. It's okay, Burrito. Don't worry about it. Snatching up the computer, Yanagishita bolted out of the cafe. Hey, get back here! Minoru leapt to his feet and rushed off in a pursuit. What the fuck, man? What? As he sprinted madly along, Yanagishita turned down a narrow alley. Minoru stayed close behind, desperate not to lose sight of him. His quarry began to weave his way through the back alley of Shibuya. This guy clearly knew his way around town. By Miyashita Park, they zipped up into a pedestrian bridge. Just where the heck was this idiot going? Yo! No, he's gonna hang my laptop over the fucking bridge! He suddenly stopped. No! Confused, Minoru stopped as well. Give that back, he called. Nah. The next moment, Yanagishita flashed a mocking grin, dangled the laptop over the railing. Uh-oh. Minoru lunged toward him, but it was already too late. No! The laptop left Yanagishita's hand and went spinning through the air. Then, as the two men struggled, Yanagishita himself toppled over the railing. Without hesitating, Minoru jumped down as well? Are you fucking kidding me? Minoru landed hard. As he struggled to regain his breath, he looked around and saw Yanagishita beside him. Incredibly, the laptop was safe in the charlatan's grasp. Nani? Boy, why? Apparently, he somehow managed to catch it in midair. Before Minoru could be too relieved, however, Yanagishita got to his feet and took off running again. Get back here, you little weasel! I don't think so. This Yanagishita guy was infuriating. That and he was really fast. Minoru considered himself a decent runner, but he couldn't manage to gain on Yanagishita. If running away was a competitive sport, the guy would be a world-class superstar. As he ran along, a peculiar thought occurred to him. Hold on a minute. If he hates my copy that much, shouldn't he have wanted my computer to break? Why did he go out of his way to catch it like that? It made no sense at all. Hey, Minoru shouted between gasping breaths. What are you planning to do with my computer? Yanagishita glanced back at him. Gonna sell it. Sorry about this. What? Minoru was taken aback, considered compensation for the defamation of character. You two just fell off a bridge, Nani. Come on, get real. Can't be defamation if the article hasn't run yet. They considered an advance on the compensation. This is so nonsensical it made Minoru head hurt. But now at least he knew why Yanagishita had dived after the computer. The thief continued to weave his way through the side streets. His speed didn't diminish in the slightest. Damn it, this guy has too much experience in running away. Oh, he finally lost sight. Yep. He's fucked. But that didn't mean he was ready to give up the search. There were articles on that computer that were right on the verge of completion. Whatever it took, he had to get it back. Yanagishita said he was going to sell it. Where could he be headed then? Probably was headed to the knick-knack shop. Minoru recalled seeing one near the Burning Hammer site demo. He also recalled seeing a poster outside of the place that read, "We buy computers at top prices." Oh yeah, oh fuck. Even old-ass computers. I just have no words for this guy. Honestly, that's been our entire mindset and opinion on this guy thus far. Echo, not gonna lie to you. Damn, this guy had led him on a wild goose chase. That shop was surely where he was going to sell the laptop. Gulping a deep breath, he headed in that direction. There you are, Yanagishita! Minoru burst into the shop on center guy, an accusing finger pointedly squaring at the thief. Listen, there's no way I'm buying a computer that doesn't have a power cable. Details. All you sell here is junk anyway. Yanagishita and the shopkeeper had gotten into an argument. He didn't grab the fucking power cable? Minoru recognized the shopkeeper. It was the guy he'd run into on the roadside earlier. That computer belongs to me, Minoru shouted as he marched up to them. Give it back! Yanagishita clutched the laptop to his chest. No, I need the money. Knock it off, you're acting like a child. Minorikawa tried to slap him out of his tantrum, but Yanagishita ducked to avoid the blow. Then, bizarrely, Yanagishita froze. A fierce gleam came to his eye. He broke into incomprehensible stammer. That's it! Yanagishita snatched up a fly that his gaze had fixed on. For a second, I thought he was trying to rob him via finger guns. You know, Jukin, that would have been... Is that how you pronounce it? I can call you June. No, June, that would have been fucking great. Just die via finger guns. Or get robbed via finger guns. Give me your laptop, right now. Iron stomach, huh? Boy, if you need money, get a job. You can't tell that to scammers. That just doesn't compute with them, Blondie. This right here is my little bluebird of happiness, he cried. You know what? You can have this. Yanagishita shoved the laptop into Minorikawa's arms. and welcome to, you idiot. I don't need no worthless computer. You're the idiot, Buster. Minorikawa smacked Yanagishita right across the face. Ouch. Hitting him felt good. He decided to do it again. Minorikawa shoved Yanagishita toward the shopkeeper. Put this guy in jail, more like. Hand this guy to the police, he said. Eep, no, not the police, Yanagishita pleaded. Can it, you thief? You try to rip me off and you have no idea how much is riding on my work. You deserve 10,000 deaths. Honestly, you think that dying once would be sufficient. 10,000, isn't that taking things just a little too far? In my country, we tell them with a gun, Kirsty. I'm sorry already. I give up. Finally, the guy was ready to surrender. Minorikawa let his guard down for just a moment. Like hell I am. Switching gears in an instant, Yanagishita took off running at full speed. This again. Get back here, you bastard. Minorikawa was already in pursuit. He stuck with Yanagishita as far as Koendori before losing track of him. This guy sure knew how to make a getaway. Breathing hard, Minorikawa stopped and took a look around the area. As he did, he heard a cell phone ringtone from somewhere nearby. It was the new single from the pop singer Aya Kimiki. Could that be Yanagishita's phone? Huh. Could it be somehow that he struck Minorikawa as the type of guy who'd have a ringtone like that? It seemed worth looking into anyhow. He had nothing else to go on. Minorikawa shifted his gaze around, trying to locate the source of the sound. What? Oh, an explosion! Oh my god! Suddenly, a massive fiery blast knocked him off from his feet. By the time he realized it was an explosion, his senses were already shattered. What just happened? He couldn't see. He couldn't hear. He couldn't move his body. Where am I? For a while, all he could do was feel an intense pain, but soon even that faded away. And then, there was only darkness. Holy fuck! Minorikawa died. You're dead, dude. Oh, so we shouldn't have ran after him. An unexpected explosion. If the MMA fighter Miku Morita comes into the knick-knack shop, she'll interrupt their argument and things might turn out differently. Okay, so we have to get Miku there somehow. I'm not surprised. Can't do his. We can go back to Achi now. But, it's like 10 o'clock. 10, 12. We streamed for like, 3 hours? I think that's good. No.